prevention and for immunity enhancing, the first thing I tell both my patients and students is to fill up a thermos, okay, with pure hot water and take sips of hot water every 30 minutes. There are many things that this hot water does. Okay, it first keeps your throat moist, it increases circulation, and it prevents any virus infection. Also, as you sip it every 30 minutes, okay, any contamination that has happened in the throat or mouth gets washed to the stomach where we have the acid that completely kills the infecting the viruses. Another important thing that we have been recommending our patients, okay, for prevention and for immunity enhancing is nasal moisturization, okay, with steam inhalation. So you just boil water in a pot. If you happen to have mint leaves, you can put mint leaves. If you have eucalyptus oil, you can put 1 drop of eucalyptus oil in there and inhale that steam, and that improves the moisturization of the mucous membrane in the nose, and again prevents any infection. It boosts immunity. Another way, if you do not have time for steam inhalation, is to put a drop of plain sesame oil, cooking grade sesame oil, put 1 drop in each nostril. You can even take a Q-tip, dip it in the oil and use the Q-tip to moisturize the nasal passage. The third important thing that we have been recommending is a gargle with 1 cup hot water and put about ½ teaspoon of salt. Sea salt is the best, and then a ¼ teaspoon of turmeric powder. So usually we even keep a mixture of salt and turmeric, and we just put that mixture, so you can keep that in your bathroom or near your kitchen sink. And every morning you start with this simple gargle of 1 cup hot water, ½ teaspoon sea salt, and ¼ teaspoon turmeric powder. And earlier, as I was saying, turmeric powder is one of the best natural anti-inflammatory, immune booster, antiseptic, antibiotic, and anti-allergic. So much of clinical research done on turmeric all over the world. Now, for nutrition and for lifestyle routines to boost immune system, we recommend for people who do include animal products to take fish oil 1000 milligrams twice daily because of its immune boosting and anti-inflammatory properties. But if you are a vegetarian, you can skip that. And in your diet, everybody should increase the use of turmeric. Then the relative of turmeric is ginger. So fresh ginger is the best. So you can grate about ½ teaspoon of fresh ginger in your 1 cup of tea, or have ginger in your salad or soup. And that ginger has amazing properties of reducing inflammation, boosting immunity, enhancing digestion. So turmeric and ginger are the most important. Then garlic, and I usually do not recommend using raw garlic. So garlic to be chopped and then slightly roasted, not blackened, slightly roasted, either in coconut oil, which again is immune boosting oil, or if coconut oil is not easily accessible or not a part of your culinary habit, then using organic ghee or organic butter. So garlic and onion, both of them slightly roasted, are very helpful in boosting immune system. And then black pepper is known as the most important immune booster for respiratory system. So black pepper either cooked or freshly ground as a later on addition is also fine. One dietary guideline that is helpful for boosting immunity is avoiding raw salads or cold items, specifically in cooler seasons. In summer, it is fine, but during winter and spring, preferring cooked hot foods is the way to go for boosting the immune system. And like Dinesh earlier said, avoiding dairy, sugar, artificial sweeteners, processed junk food, deep fried, or saturated animal fat is very important for enhancing your immunity. Now, besides these diet precautions, one thing that is very important for boosting immunity is your routines or lifestyle modifications. Everyone knows the importance of exercise. And nowadays, many of us who are in lockdown are complaining we don't have access to our gym, but we can do floor exercise. So we can do sit-ups, we can do push-ups, we can do crunches, squats, and of course, those of us who are familiar with and comfortable with yoga, Surya Namaskar is one of the best ways to get your exercise. And if you can do about anywhere between 10 to 20 Surya Namaskar, one after another in a sequence, that can give you wonderful, complete exercise. Like Dinesh was mentioning, you can calm down your mind by using music or mindfulness or even meditation. So a proper dhyana done for about 15-20 minutes is very enhancing for immune system. And most important is sleep. Sleep is where the whole immune system gets again replenished, reboosted, and fully enhanced. So sleeping for about 8 hours, and then when to sleep is also important. So many people go to bed after midnight and then wake up at 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock, and they say, I got my 8 hours of sleep, but that is not going to be immune boosting. The real immune boosting is from at 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock. I would say usually not to stay awake after 10 o'clock, because by the circadian rhythm, the closer we go to bed and to sunset, the better it is for the immune system. But also we should leave a gap of about at least 2 hours between our dinner and our bedtime. So usually we recommend going to bed between 10 p.m. and then wake up around 6 a.m. And in the morning, you do your exercise, you do your meditation, and that is enhancing for the immune system. Now, when you want to really focus on using herbs, besides using culinary herbs or spices like turmeric, ginger, garlic, onion, and black pepper, you can also take as a nutritional supplement every day these 3 herbs. And there is a lot of research done all over the world, and specifically in today's challenging times of COVID-19, the Central Council for Research in Ayurveda in Delhi, India, and the various research institutes in India have been recommending these 3 herbs based on their clinical evidence. So the 3 herbs that are recommended to be taken every day as standardized herbal extract are curcumin, which is an extract from the turmeric that we earlier talked about. Then tulsi. Tulsi, we all of us know, is the holy basil that is grown in every household, whether you live in village or in city. Every household keeps a plant of tulsi. Now, Those of us who are living outside India, here also many of us have been growing a plant of tulsi. So if you have fresh tulsi accessible, you can wash 2 leaves clean and then chew on them every morning. If for some reason you don't have access to fresh tulsi, then you can buy tulsi extract capsules and you can take that. And then finally, the most important herb that is for immune boosting is guduchi. It is known as botanically Tinospora cordifolia. It has heart-shaped leaves. Okay, and this one, before there was pharmaceutical medicine where we used Tylenol and aspirin to reduce fever, every household used to have this white powder from the stem of this guduchi, and that was considered as the first home remedy done as per Ayurveda and yoga to fight the fever in the child or in the adult. So when the fever started or when there was any infection starting in a child or adult, every household will use this white powder of this uh, botanical medicine, guduchi, also known as Tinospora cordifolia. Now, specifically during this COVID-19 pandemic, all over India, the government has been recommending. So there have been presentations and slides that have been shared with all of the primary healthcare centers there to use guduchi. So all of these herbs are natural anti-inflammatories. They are antiseptic, immune booster, and liver tonics. So those are the things, okay, that can be done. And for people who want to boost their immunity on a long-term basis, they usually use vitamin C or antioxidants, and those are usually in Ayurveda combined with the form of the amalaki preparation. So amalaki is the amla gooseberry, okay, which is known as the best natural source of vitamin C and antioxidants and bioflavonoids. And that amla or amalaki, which is a gooseberry, it is used as candied gooseberry in households. It is also used combined with salt and ginger after meals to enhance digestion. So that amalaki is where the vitamin C can be absorbed and digested naturally. And many times when you take synthetic vitamin C as ascorbic acid, that can irritate the stomach or cause diarrhea, whereas this amalaki or avla, which is a berry, also called as an Indian gooseberry, so that amla has vitamin C that does not irritate the digestive system, that does not ever cause diarrhea, and that does not create any acidity. So that amla is prepared into this very tonic jam called chawanprash, which everybody is familiar with, and that is one of the regular immune boosting tonics that can be taken.